Welcome to another episode of Diva Unfiltered. I'm your host, Dominique the Diva, and I have my best friend, Miss Chey Parker, with me.
That's Miss Parker if you nasty, you know that.
We all know Miss Chey Parker nasty. We got to get into that and all the nastiness of... I don't know if I want to say nastiness. I'm not going to set you up like that. But
yeah, don't set me up like that.
But we're so happy to be back on the purple couch to let some steam off. And we welcome all of our new viewers from StreetZTV on ROKU that's watching tonight. And, you know, you guys make sure you check us out every Thursday night at 10 p.m. on StreetZTV.
That's right. We for the streets.
We for the streets. That's why we was acting
that's
like
that.
That's
what it is.
See, that's why we was, and it's summertime and it's bad time, so we might just be for the streets. But we also for the YouTube. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and all that so you don't miss a thing. A lot of y'all did that too when y'all seen Chey's cheeks on the gram. I seen y'all.
And if y'all would have just told us that all we had to do was start shaking it, twerking it, dropping it low.
Right, then we would have been doing it because we really be doing it all the time. We just forget, whatever.
We're gonna get to those things.
Anyway,
we're back on the purple couch, and I'm glad.
Yes,
because a lot's been going on.
A lot is going on. Is it just me? It's a lot going on. Like it's a lot going on.
The going on has been going and on.
And on and on.
And on.
So we always start the show with what you going through.
What you going through, baby? It's really an act bad summer. Like, when I tell you, I'm just loving this season that we're in right now. I'm having a blast. I'm really trying to just savor every moment. Even like the moments that are like, this and this is going on, or it's chaotic, or it's like changes happening at work, all the craziness. But I really am just still enjoying every moment.
Good.
So I'm not going through nothing bad, all right? Can't nothing really rain on my parade. Like, I'm just loving it.
Same way. I feel the same way.
We're having a blast at work.
This is just
We're having a blast together.
Yes, of like reaping things that you've sown in other seasons prior to this one. And everyone has their different season where they're reaping the benefits of, you know, all the work that they've put in.
All the hard work, yes, absolutely.
All the work and prayer, honey.
And we put it in.
Without work is dead, honey. So we just, you know, in that type of season, that's why
harvest time.
It's harvest time. And sometimes you don't know how to act. And sometimes you just got to run from that side of the room to that side of the room.
We definitely don't know how to act, okay? When I tell you it's an act bad summer, okay, so we just got off of vacation.
Yes, if you did not know, we did an unfiltered vacation. First stop, Jamaica, Mom.
I had my ass out the entire time.
As you should.
What did y'all think was gonna happen? Y'all should have known. Nobody was in the gym for nothing. Nobody was juicing for nothing.
She an islander.
Okay? Like, nobody hit the glow plastic surgery for nothing.
Hello, shout out to the glow plastic surgery. And listen, this is the view that I want to see all summer long. I want to see a frozen beverage, some type of fruit garnish or whatever. This is
alcohol in it that we don't even know.
Okay, and a nice round booty. And why not Miss Parker? Because I told y'all her name was Miss Parker.
Jamaica, we had the time of our lives.
We really did.
Like, honestly, I really want you to understand like how much fun we had.
Yeah.
We had a blast.
Best video.
Shaking all of this ass.
No one can make me feel bad about shaking ass. I want people to understand that. Those people that come up, like, no one cares.
Yeah, somebody told us that we were too old to be twerking.
Well,
I thought that was funny because I didn't know that twerking had an age. I'm gonna be twerking for the rest of my life.
Come back. Hey, come back soon. Come back.
You might as well get used to it.
Or come back later. It doesn't matter. No one can make me feel bad for shaking my ass.
I wonder what they're gonna do.
At any point that I feel like I need to shake it, I'm going to shake it. And, you know, you can
in celebration.
Tell me about how I'm bringing the black women down and how I'm not acting like an educated black woman. And, you know, no one can shame me for shaking my ass.
What are they going to do when we're like 52 and still shaking ass?
Yeah, that's insane to me. Like, have y'all ever been to a New Edition concert? What y'all think they
That's the era we grew up in. Like,
shaking
we grew
ass,
up
like Doodoo
shaking
Brown.
ass.
Like, y'all had been doing the Doodoo Brown before we got here.
I just don't understand. Like, and we grew up in the percolator era. Like, we was at the skating rink.
But y'all was with Uncle Luke, and y'all was at Freak Me, and we was at Mocha Fest.
Okay. We was definitely at Mocha Fest having a time. We had so much fun. You should be jealous that you weren't there.
Y'all really should be jealous. If you're feeling a little bit of jealousy, That's accurate.
Whatever you saw on
That's
Instagram, just imagine that times 5.
Yeah, what really didn't get posted.
Come on, because you know we ain't post everything. You know we ain't post everything.
We just couldn't, but we did what we could. And a lot of times I was tired. A lot of times I was tired, like that sun and that liquor and that water, honey.
Yeah, let's keep it real. We actually missed the majority of the night parties.
We were at the day parties lit, and we spent some time in
the spa.
Yeah, we spent some time in the spa. And
we went to Montego Bay.
And the grill, and you know.
Yeah, shout out to the homies too. Shout out to Big Bro Quick, for sure.
Shout out to Quick and
shout out to
Entertainment.
Yes, because they showed us a good time.
What else do we want to share? I had some really good ackee, saltfish, and I got stung by
a jellyfish.
So
that was insane. Mind you, I'm in the spot minding my own business, relaxing, and I'm like, I hope my friend is okay because I don't know what type of jellyfish is out here. This is not like the jellyfish where I grew up in Virginia Beach. This is some Jamaican jellyfish. And then later,
none of the Jamaicans were like, they
weren't concerned.
Yeah, they were not concerned. They was like, did you pee on it? And I'm like, no, I don't have to pee. Like, apparently pee, the urine, is what really like deals with the venom the most. And I just
she was back moving around in like 2 hours.
Yeah, but I mean, it has like, I have been, not Neutrogena, what's the, Neosporin on it, like since I've been here too. Because it was like, you can still like feel it. It's really weird. And when that happened to me, I wanted to scream, but I couldn't see anything. So I didn't want to scream because I'm like,
like, what is
but
that?
it was like going up my arm.
Oh, wow.
Like kind of like a shock, like a really bad sting. Like it was weird. But
then when we finally met up, you were like, look, friend.
And let's drink about it. I mean, I got to move on.
That's true.
You know what I mean? But my trip overshadowed me getting stung by my first Jamaican jellyfish, and I can't wait to go back.
We had so much fun. We had the best Jamaican street food.
Yeah, oh my God. Is that why they call it the grill? Because niggas is always on the grill and the grill. The grill is grilling, okay? Like, the chicken is there. Give me the extra sauce, okay?
Listen, the cocoa bread,
it don't taste like that over here, but whatever.
We
don't gotta, you know, but if you are traveling this summer, have a blast, act bad, enjoy it. Inflation is crazy, flights is crazy, so you deserve that vacation, that trip you've been thinking about, or whatever the case. Just go ahead and do it, girl. Go ahead and freaking do it.
Because I know we did, and then we had to come back here and get back to work. And we were on, shout out to Tamika D. Mallory, because we came back and we were on her Street Politicians podcast.
Make sure y'all check us out on Tamika D. Mallory's podcast. Man, we had a good time.
We had a lot of fun talking to her.
And Shay was like pushing through, because like sometimes you go on vacation, you get sick. That's her.
Yo, every time I go on vacation and I have a blast, like I literally show my ass, I come back and a couple days later, I'm sick. So I kind of figured it was going to happen. I was like, I know I had too much fun, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
It was so
she pushed through on our podcast, on our guest spot on Street Politicians. So make sure y'all check that out. And right now we're going to get into what's trending on your timeline. Diva Unfiltered, locked all the way in.
And it's been a couple things. And first things first, we have to start with this.
We're starting with Gooch Grease. Number one thing that's trending on your timeline this week, Gooch Grease is trending, and absolutely, positively, completely mortified about it. Like everyone is.
You niggas are so much in your soft life.
That y'all are buying our pads. The deal.
You are going to Walgreens, CVS, Target. I can't believe I'm seeing some of y'all in Target picking up maxi pads. Are you the reason that all of the Honey Pot products are?
You think they're using our Honey Pot?
I really
don't have your hand in our pot.
Questions about so many different things because now, if you didn't know what Gooch Grease was,
it is described as a combination of lint, sweat, and feces between a man's butt and his balls. And this is according to Isaiah Carey on his show, Isaiah Factor Uncensored. And he indeed is uncensored because I have never heard of Gooch Grease. Now, fellas, have y'all heard of Gooch Grease? Anybody dealing with, no?
No?
Anybody dealing with that right now? Nobody wants that.
Oh, so now ain't nobody.
So now nobody.
You know what it is.
I love it.
You can't even trust men to like, you don't even know where men are putting their penis. So like, honestly, do you really, like a man that you are not living with or not married to, are you really trusting him to wipe his ass good? Like, if I'm not around you at least 5 to 6 days out of the week, am I really trusting you that you wipe your ass good? And you know what? I blame women for this. I blame women for this. You know why? Because y'all are out here. I can't believe we reached the point in society where y'all are out here eating ass.
I know.
Y'all are eating men's asses who are not even yours. You're not in a relationship with them.
Oh my God.
You're not married to them. And y'all eating they ass. Are you kidding me? Count your days.
He just made my auntie want to switch. I said, switch?
I'm so upset.
What you mean he want to switch?
Not my nigga. Not my nigga.
What do you mean he want to switch?
Switch which way?
What you talking about? Not doing that up in here. He want to switch. And he got Gooch Grease.
Listen, y'all keep listening to Sukiyana if y'all want to.
Eating that Gooch Grease.
And that's my girl, but...
And that's my girl, but we talk about the men's not wiping themselves properly, and y'all out here talking about something he want to switch. Now, this is some tweets about it or whatever. It said, fellas, y'all doing this, and you see he got his pants down, and he has his little padding right there, and he says, my bro sleep on this life hack. So he calling this a life hack. They're buying our pads always. And they are calling it a life hack, okay? These men is out of control. My bro sleep on this
loose.
This here catches Gooch Grease and loose dingleberries. Keep them draws.
You can't trust no man who call his underwear draws with an L.
He talking about some free game.
Thank me later. I'm fucking pissed. I am pissed. When I saw this, I really was like, now, you know what? There comes a point where we all have to come together and say no more. Like,
now is the time. Now is the time that you and I can change the narrative.
There's just no way.
Anyway, so they say that Gooch Grease is so bad for some men that according to some reports, they now have to use these maxi pads just to stop the mixture of messing up their underwear from the Gooch Grease, which is again, also similar to something called swamp ass.
Oh my God.
If you look it up in the Urban Dictionary, it's similar to swamp ass if you ever heard of that. Gooch Grease is disgustingly smelling mixture of sweat, shit, crusties, lint, dingleberries, peridogging, you know, remnants of doo-doo. And y'all talk about something, he wanna switch. Bitch, be fucking for real.
I am just like so appalled.
He wanna switch.
Why y'all can't buy the panty liners?
Oh, that would be better for them because they probably would benefit from panty.
They probably can't even fit it. I had tears in my eyes because I was so.
Imagine some of these men have dealt with Gooch Grease, but they just never knew that's what it was, and this is giving it a name. Because
so you ain't never watched your man drawers and saw Gooch Grease in his underwear? Because I never have. I never have. But I've also really dated like really clean men at the same time.
Yeah.
Because you know I don't play that. You know I don't play that. And I'm still, no, I'm not married to you, bro. We don't even got a baby together.
So what you were saying a little bit earlier is...
That's crazy.
It's only acceptable to eat a man's ass if that's your man.
If that's your man.
Do you think a lot of women have those rules like
I didn't know that we had to say that.
Yeah, I know.
I thought that was an unspoken rule.
It is ridiculous.
And the fact that we're talking about it.
No, they're singing and rapping about it, and they're doing dances to it and TikToks.
He wanna.
I don't want to switch. That's the first thing. Is like hygiene.
The first thing is hygiene. The first thing is this your man?
Okay, all right, we gotta go.
Okay, we gotta move on. You're absolutely right, because they're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
Like, they're not gonna change their ways.
Whose Gooch Grease would you like to smell though, if you could like?
Ooh, whose Gooch Grease did I like to smell? To be for real,
like, who like they got so good? Let's go back to
no disrespect to Rihanna. But A$AP Rocky.
Like, right, it probably smells like.
Oh, and I have a second one.
Oh, A$AP is
Method Man.
Oh, his Gooch Grease. Oh, weak.
No disrespect to their wives, to their partners, because like that's crazy. I would be like, yo, for real, bitch, you want to smell my nigga?
It probably smells like clean linen, like laundry.
But if I had to choose,
that you put in the dryer,
right? Anyway,
all right.
Moving right along
to other things that's trending on your timeline. So the girls are upset. Everyone's upset, or are they? This black dentist says no bonnets, no house shoes, no pajama bottoms allowed in her office.
Listen, and the girl ate her up. And honestly, I was glad, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
It's crazy.
But
I don't know how I feel about this.
So like Twitter was definitely, you know, split. I thought this was a good discussion. We actually talked about it on the radio, but of course we didn't go like as deep as we're probably gonna go here, because that's just not the place. But it was pretty much, is this black dentist anti-black? Because, you know, black people can't be anti-black. Or is, you know, this lady setting the standard for her business and for our young black women? Now,
Yeah.
what do you think, Didi?
We will be happy to reschedule your appointment, is what it says, per Dr. Sutton. And what I like about this story is also, to this day, that doctor has never spoken out about the controversy. Because, like, my sign is my sign, and that's my sign.
So I think
And if you don't like my sign, there's another dentist's office for you. So I understand that. It's so crazy because, again, even after, like, just reading all of the tweets and stuff, I don't know where I stand with it. For one, here's one tweet that says, now I'm anti-black because I want y'all raggedy asses to stop wearing bonnets outside. All right, then. So it's like the bonnet, no bonnets outside gang. Like, I see what they be saying, too. But if I got a frontal, sometimes I be wearing my frontal. I be wearing my bonnet outside.
Yeah, well,
At the airport.
I'm gonna be for real, straight up with y'all. I don't fuck with it.
You don't fuck with it. Okay,
I'm
let's
not
go to the next one.
No.
The dialogue for bonnets in public is not the same for do-rags in public. I wonder why that is. That's a point, like, on your side, right? But this was my favorite. If I see a bonnet in public, I'm assuming she's saving her hair reveal for someone or something much more important than me, or wherever I see her. It's none of my business. Now that pretty much sums up how I feel.
love that last part. That last sentence, it's none of my business.
Right.
Is the like best part for me.
Right.
But I think something that we can all agree on, right, that I did see on social media, is that people did have sense enough to agree that that is her business. She is allowed to set whatever that standard is that she wants. However, it is absolutely anti-black, and it is absolutely respectability politics. It is what it is. Like, if you subscribe to those things, which we all sort of deeply unconsciously do, then it just is what it is. It's been happening for years. But I really wanted to talk about respectability politics.
Yep, we're gonna tie it all in here because that's exactly what this is all about. Now, for it to be anti-black, that's what a lot of people were saying. And what I mean by when I say I see both sides, so I'm trying to figure out where I stand, is because I'll say, no, I don't think you should wear bonnets in public, but I have worn my bonnet in public before. That's the thing.
And I think the part for me that makes it anti-black and also respectability politics is that, like, it's not the same as you choosing to go to the club with a bonnet on. You are actually refusing care to someone because you feel like them having a bonnet on is more important than you providing care. That and the only reason that you're saying that is because of an image that you want to portray to the outside world,
Maybe
more specifically the outside of the black community, that you are this stand-up business. You're essentially saying you colors aren't gonna come in my business and ghetto it up. That's what you're saying.
Or maybe she doesn't like to treat those
she's
chicks.
standing on it.
Yeah.
And that is to be respected, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm also so conflicted, because it's like, whatever it is, just stand on it. Like, you can go somewhere else.
She's standing on it.
Like, because also at the same time, whether I say, okay, I'm not really for that, but I've also worn mine before, you know, because of a certain circumstance, maybe at the airport or my flight, you know, my hair reveal is later. But would I necessarily go to a dentist appointment like that? No, I would get myself together. And that's where that is, a dentist office. So that's why it's like
also relative though, right?
Right.
Because it's like we all find different places more important than others.
You know what I'm
That's
saying? Why that other tweet was funny when he was like, I'm guessing I'm not important enough for the reveal.
Okay.
Because you're not.
Because you're not.
Because I'm laying my frontal down. Okay, I'm laying my baby.
I've definitely gone to the airport with my bonnet on because my Roz was in and I was going to homecoming.
Or maybe it's 5 in the morning or something.
But the fact to say that I don't deserve care, that I'm not worthy of care, that I'm not deserving of respect, that I'm depressed, or that I don't care about myself because I have a bonnet on in public, can we not see how that is rooted in a slave mentality? When back in antebellum times, like, like Black women were actually forced to cover their hair because their natural hair was seen as like offensive, like to white people.
Girl, we offensive no matter what we do, huh?
For me, the thought of like taking that freedom away and saying that you don't deserve care because you have a damn bonnet on or pajama bottoms, for me, that's just would be a practice that I choose not to patronize because I just can't, like literally it make my stomach sick. And especially coming from a Black like dentist, it makes my stomach sick. I understand having that standard, but to say I'm gonna refuse you care, I'll reschedule you because the image of my business is more important than providing care to people that are of my community. Because you're not talking about a white woman, you're not. White women don't wear bonnets, so let's fucking stop it. The people who are like, oh, well, you know, that's for any race. I wouldn't expect any race to do that. Stop the cap, for real. Because you don't see no white woman walking around with a bonnet.
That's
maybe pajama bottoms, maybe house slippers, but a bonnet, let's be for real. We know exactly who she's talking to and what she's saying. So if you're gonna stand on it, fine. But like, as for me, I don't ever want nobody to get me fucked up.
Yeah.
I stand with it.
I like that she stands on it, and that's pretty much what my take is. Like, I deal with that with like anything. Like, okay, like whatever. I don't have to shop.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do? Fight you? No.
Yeah, you know, like that is her business from a business point of view. Like, I would love to know straight up businesses that don't fuck, you know, so I can decide, make a decision for myself. But I do understand you when you say it comes to care, but it's just like,
and who am I to judge? Because I damn sure go outside of my body.
You know, because I don't know where her location is. I don't know what has made her decide that personally for herself and her business. Maybe it's some shit that she just tired of dealing with. Maybe in a certain area she and these bitches coming there with all 5 of these kids. And
that was the other thing I didn't like. I didn't like how we pretended like we see Black women outside with bonnets.
I don't know the location of her. I don't know the location of this business at all.
It was in Ohio, but I don't know where in Ohio.
I don't know. Ohio, Cincy, and them streets can get real. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what she's dealt with as a businesswoman.
We know who she's talking
to say that, and that is exactly her business. You know, I come like that's her business, and go somewhere else. Like it is what it is, because there's restaurants that do that too. Like you gotta go somewhere else. Yeah. You can't be swag surfing in here at this brunch, and you gotta wear some fucking clothes and sit your ass down. Like I don't know. So it's so tough. But for those who don't all the way understand respectability politics, or maybe just heard the term and think it's a buzzword, we definitely want to break it down as we have it on the screen here. Respectability politics refers to the hoops many Black people jump through to look and appear presentable in a white-dominated society, hoping to be accepted and avoid the sting of racial discrimination and the pressure placed on Black people who refuse to comply. Very interesting topic, because this is something that every Black person has to deal with and live with, and they didn't ask for it. This is exactly something that white people probably have no idea about and what we mean when we talk about living Black in America and dealing with microaggressions and dealing with certain laws that's been in place, or just certain stipulations and stereotypes in place just by being Black. So the fact that we even have to deal with this as a community,
it's insane.
It's insane, so because on top of this, we're supposed to repeatedly watch violence of us, as a matter of factly, almost every day, and violence against us from, you know, police, or whether it be this whole Black on Black crime, which we learn ain't even really, you know what I'm saying, we don't got time to get into that. But like, do that and then wake up every day and live in this capitalist society and pretend like nothing this has happened, and deal with respectability politics, how I look and present myself to my community and my peers. Like, that's a lot. And so, like I said, like, I'll be like, I don't do that. I don't wear my bonnet outside. I really can't. Like, I really, you know, I do something with my hair, but that I have one or twice probably been somewhere, like at the airport or something, whatever. But it's just like, damn, at the same time, like you said, those people do deserve care, but they just gonna have to go somewhere else.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the effects of a capitalistic society, right? And like, you know, it's such a weird, complicated place to be in as a Black person,
woman,
and especially a Black woman, because clearly we bit into the capitalism bug, right? We're so ambitious, we strive for all these things, we go for all these things, and we want to be perceived a certain way. But it's like, what could be the only reason that you refuse care to someone because they have a bonnet on their head.
What is the
Aside from
difference?
appearing presentable, jumping through these hoops to say, I'm not one of those businesses. I'm not one of those people who wear bonnets and wear pajamas outside. I'm not one of those people. Like, no, they're over there. Like, I do deserve care, or I do deserve to be respected and to be looked at as if I'm somebody or as if I've accomplished something. And it's just, you know, yeah, they are just gonna have to go somewhere else because that's the society we live in. But it is, I think, something that, you know, it's only right being on the platform that we're on to be able to talk about. Like,
yeah,
that type
for
of
sure.
shit. Like,
what is the difference between this dentist saying no to anyone that's wearing bonnets and the black psychologist or psychiatrist that said no to black men? I'm not doing it with black men.
See, for me, with that, it was like, for me, you're essentially almost causing harm to that therapist, though. If a therapist is feeling threatened or disrespected, or as if, you know, she's not safe in a space or not respected in a space, then absolutely. And if we can say in a capitalistic society that someone can say no bonnets, I'm gonna.
That's why I said I would like to know what she's dealt with, where the location of this dentist's office is, and what she's experienced that made her go to the point to say,
somebody with a bonnet trying to rob y'all.
Like, what's the tea? Like, what did you go through to make that decision as a black woman? Because it had to be something.
It had to be.
You know, I would think that it had to be something. I don't like to think that white women, black women out the
or
gate
maybe not.
are like not trying to serve her.
All
or maybe she's
not kinfolk.
That's
baby.
very true. So it would be so interesting to hear about that.
Absolutely.
So it's up to you guys if you are going to subscribe to respectability politics or not. Sometimes I do.
all do in a way.
Sometimes I
all
don't.
do in a way.
Exactly. And
I'm not being judgmental.
Yeah, one thing is like, you know, you can decide to subscribe. Some do more than others. Some do more than others, right? You know, that person who's super pretentious about what they look like, what they're saying, where they're going, the room that they're in. They don't mind being stuffy. I cannot stay in a stuffy room. And that's when I say, fuck the respectability politics. Do I gotta be the one to get in line first for this food? They got this food for here. You know, they got this food here for us, all right? And y'all already be
and y'all not gonna eat?
Like, I'll do it. Like,
it's already hot.
It's already hot. You know, so I'll bless the food, you feel me? But we're gonna get it going. Like, I'm just touching on like moments of respectability politics where it's like, oh, well, we're not eating yet. And I'll be that one.
I think it's
Sometimes
the same as people who code switch at work.
Code switching.
We all have subscribed to respectability politics in some way because it's so deep rooted that we can't just be like, ow.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Ow. You know?
Unfortunately, black people, we don't really get that pass to do that so much outside of our community but definitely outside. You know what I mean? And that's one thing that, you know, those others just won't have to deal with. Well, where
this is the question.
Where is it acceptable to wear our bonnet?
Because apparently the men can wear do-rags anywhere, and because we don't see it as much.
Have you seen men in do-rags?
I'm
trying to think. I don't know.
I mean, I see men in do-rags like at the gas station, at the grocery store. The same places where we wear bonnets. Like, I don't see black women wearing bonnets like in restaurants. Or I don't go to the dentist or the doctor and see the black women wearing bonnets. Like, it's not something that you see all the time, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's the same thing for do-rags. Apple as an apple.
Right. So where is it acceptable to wear our bonnets?
Wherever the hell I want.
To bed.
Oh, well, shit.
I'm just playing. It says to bed or wherever else you want to wear it. Okay?
Exactly, Frank.
That's
the moral of the story.
Yeah, because if my hair not ready yet, then this is not ready yet. It's the big
dying?
reveal later. It might be, bitch. Bitch, it might be. My
you don't know what I got up under here.
You don't know what I'm going through.
And you don't know if the bonnet look better than what
I didn't want the bonnet. The bonnet chose me.
Like, sometimes I wear a bonnet because my head really look that crazy. Like, that's more offensive than a bonnet.
Let me rock how I gotta rock right now.
Sometimes I got deep conditioning in. You know what I got going on.
Holla at me when I get my hair done. I'm gonna be right back.
Because y'all know, when the dog steps out, it's a bad bitch.
I'm on the way to the hair appointment right now.
I drip flavor and I drip sauce every single time. Don't ever get it confused. So if you see a black girl with a bonnet on, you better understand that later on, she gonna be that girl. Like, she was that girl the day before and earlier when you saw her with that bonnet on. So, like, understand that.
All right, so we've covered the bonnets. Okay. Let's move on. Things that pissed us off this week.
So much.
Okay, well.
Barbs, here we are again. Talking
the person gonna say anything. because the Barbs run the internet. But apparently here, Barb saying Cardi B didn't slide on Put It On The Floor Again remix. Why did they say that?
Let's be for real.
Now, let's be surprised that Nicki Minaj even hopped on Pound Town. I was surprised. I was surprised. That's all I'm gonna say, because that's what's up though. That's what's up,
the
though.
marketing queen?
That's what's up, though. But I did not think that she would hop on Pound Town. And poor Erica Banks is still over there like, hey.
Wishing for a feature, hoping and praying and begging. And just...
Girl, big sexy rating.
That was so embarrassing. That was really embarrassing. The whole thing now with Erica Banks.
Cardi B is on.
Barty.
Yeah. She always has, like, bars and quotables and things that you want to, like, what? I always do the most because these hoes don't do enough.
Okay.
I was like, exactly.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I be doing.
What? Sexy dancing in the house, I feel like Britney Spears.
I feel like Britney Spears.
That goes for so many things. Like when Britney shaved her head, bro.
I understand.
I literally felt like that like on Monday.
Yeah. I understand why Britney shaved her head day in and day out living in the ghetto streets of America. But Cardi said, I'm like, what? Saying that, bar?
Shitting on these bitches, dunking on their head.
She said she could have went to LSU, girl. I said, what?
Cardi slid.
She slid.
Anybody saying otherwise, you're a hater.
Okay,
You're
and guess what?
A hater. You're literally
I don't really care who wrote it either. She delivered it. I like it.
They said 11 writers wrote it. I don't know. I saw that on Twitter.
Did they say 11 writers?
I don't know if that's true.
They be coming out with any kind of number.
I don't care who wrote it.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Cardi B.
I'm yelling it all summer.
She slid better than some of y'all completely writing your verses. So
and keep in mind, Cardi is still hasn't dropped her sophomore album. This is gonna be 5 years, I think, coming up, and she is just killing feature after feature. Y'all keep calling her for feature. I mean, we've had so many features from Cardi since her album. She's worked with Lizzo. She's worked with Normandi. It's just been so many songs. Summer Walker. I'm like, I was getting to a point where I was like, stop calling Cardi, please.
Because she needs to work on her album.
She needs to focus on her own album. Y'all over here distracting this girl. I'm trying to get to that hate.
And she already a perfectionist.
Listen, okay? But she definitely did her thing.
She looks good. She looked good in the video.
She looks so damn good. And give it up to Put It On The Floor Again for actually being one of these, like, original beats out here, because a lot of things are so sampled right now. They are so in them crates, sampling so many different songs and putting their own twist on it.
Don't get us wrong.
You just got to be thankful for Put It On The Floor
Don't
Again.
get us wrong. The samples sound great. Like, the samples sound really, really good.
It's just
I'm loving it, but, like, it's so much that I'm tired of hearing samples.
Yeah,
and you know when a sample is done right, when you want to keep listening to that song and not the song that they sample from.
Yeah, so shout outs to Doechii. What it is, ho?
Oh, what's up?
Because that's a What It Is sample, but it ain't like, it's not just What It Is sample. Like, she made it her own, so I'm proud of Doechii. And
but
I'm
loving a lot of Cardi. Yes.
Yeah,
that,
we got another one.
Y'all did that.
So you were pretty much, things that pissed us off this week is the Barb saying that Cardi didn't slip when it was clear, and it was clear that she did. Yeah, well, maybe they're just, I don't feel like talking about it.
I mean, Twitter thought completely differently. They were like, no, Cardi did her thing. One thing she gonna do is do her thing.
That's what Glorilla said, and then I saw Lil Duval said, like, so many quotables on that joint, so Cardi be getting them. So shout outs to Cardi, because y'all thought her 15 minutes was up. I love that for her.
Never.
Let's move on to something else that pissed us off this week. Martha Stewart is joining Elon Musk and saying America will go down the drain if people don't go back to work. They want y'all asses in them cubicules.
Oh, brother.
In the building, using your key card, clocking in, clocking out,
buying lunch, buying
laughing at jokes that aren't funny,
commuting 2 hours,
walking through people's farts in the hallway,
going to pointless ass meetings. Martha, count your days. Seriously.
Oh my goodness.
Honestly, we haven't forgot that your ass had people working in a sweatshop that you went to jail for. So I bet you want people to go back to work. I bet you do.
That's why
I don't like that. You're a hater.
Dang, Martha. I thought you was down. I thought you was cool because Snoop was cool with you. But yeah, I don't really like how her and Elon Musk are like, y'all need to go back to work. And you gotta work.
No, like billionaires become billionaires.
Because people
go to work. So like the fact that somebody who makes money off of us going to work is telling us to go back to work because America's gonna go down the drain. We don't think that's dramatic. Go down the drain.
And at the same time, y'all don't want the immigrants to stay because, like,
that's crazy. Because for real,
they're very hardworking people. You
Yes.
guys are insane.
They're going to be the ones to go to work every day.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be calling me.
But I
get somebody else. We too busy saying get somebody else.
Get somebody else to do it, okay? But speaking of getting somebody else to do it, people were saying that, well, maybe people should go back to work because then they're going to get AI to do our jobs.
No.
Get them to do it then. Like,
get somebody else to do it. I have to say, I'm going to be interested in, like, say you go to Chick-fil-A and it's like all AI. Is that experience, like, what is that?
What if they mess up? I don't think that's really doing anything for Chick-fil-A's like customer service. Like, one of the major things that we love about Chick-fil-A is that they're so efficient, yes, but that they're also so nice. And I mean, talking to a nice robot that has just been
what if they're just nice. Like, here's your 4 Polynesian sauces, Miss Parker.
And can I ask for more?
They're gonna
tell me no?
Yeah, sure, Miss Parker. Let me get that for you. And then come back. What if it's like more a personalized robot?
I don't know. I think I like the smiling faces and just knowing that like Chick-fil-A takes the time to like hire really nice people, or that they just love their job so much that they continue to be nice all the time.
Yeah.
I never have a bad experience at Chick-fil-A. I never have.
I don't think so. But anytime they've like put pickles on my sandwich when I don't like it, they'll just make me a new sandwich. But anyway, all Chick-fil-A workers go to heaven. Let's move on. So also things that piss us off this week.
Another Black mother.
I hate these stories right here. I really do. And I'm just not in the mood after a long day to spend too much time on this sad ass shit. Okay. So we're gonna give it to you like this.
Okay.
Another thing that pisses us off this week. Ajike, how do I say her name? AJ Owens.
Yes.
She is a woman that was killed by a racist white woman
knocking
on a neighbor's door. Now, she is a Black woman who was killed by a white woman after knocking on a neighbor's door, and she was killed because she shot through the door.
Yeah, so essentially what happened, if you've been hiding under a rock, because I feel like everybody probably knows this story, but, some Black kids were playing around. A white lady came out the house, said, "Get off my land." It was a back and forth. The kids left. Now the kids left an iPad behind. And when they went back to go get the iPad, this white woman allegedly threw the iPad, breaking it or cracking it and also hitting one of the children in the head. So of course, as a kid, you go back to your mom and your mom's like, "Why is your iPad cracked?" And you're like, "Well, this white lady threw it at me and hit me in the head." And so as a mother, you go across to the neighbor's house to talk to this lady. And I don't even know if words were exchanged. But
I don't think words were exchanged either, so I'm trying to figure out how they came out with a manslaughter thing, because it's like, you know why I'm here.
You know why I'm here. And apparently, legal experts are saying that this is a bookcase stand your ground case. I don't necessarily know how true that is. I haven't digged enough into the law to really understand it, but I'm sure it is a standard stand your ground case when it's a white woman. I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
When it was Travis Rudolph, it wasn't. It wasn't.
As well as several other Black people in Florida. Did this happen in Florida or Texas?
Florida.
Those southern states, Florida, okay, those southern states that have those stand your ground laws, I'm not interested in moving in. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people moving to Texas.
It's too much, and I'm sure people are going to say, why she didn't call the police?
Why should call the police? What are we dealing with here when people are shooting through their doors and y'all not even arresting them until social media makes a big fuss about it? And now this woman's kids is allegedly around saying that they feel bad about what their mother did.
According to some reports from CNN, they are feeling guilty about even telling their mom about, the iPad or about this neighbor, confronting them, because now she's not here. And this woman had 4 children, I believe.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
So
any parent would go over to try to resolve it. If we can't resolve things as adults, it's just ridiculous. And I hope that lady rots.
This shit pissed me off. When I say I want this woman under the jail, like every bit of like empathy, love, like what I believe in as far as, the higher power, like goes out the window with this. Just to think of children without their mother because of this, killed by a racist white woman, I want to
under the jail. Are they going to do it in Florida?
Seriously.
That's the thing. Are they going to do it in Florida? Like, it would just be... It's such a tragedy, and it's such a shame that nowadays we just have like tragedy after tragedy after tragedy that it seems like as a matter of factly. Because we were just sitting here talking about another young man who lost his life getting shot through a door as well. And it's just ridiculous. We can't even go and knock on our neighbor's door. It's getting ridiculous.
Insane.
And it's getting something that is just way too common, and they just think that if everyone has a gun, everything will
That's
be
gonna
safer.
fix the problem.
If
that
everyone
is the
has a
crazy
gun,
part.
then it'll be safer. No one's talking about maybe it shouldn't be so easy to get one.
No,
maybe
more
we
guns.
should have stricter laws and that you cannot particularly just respond to a door knock or a doorbell with a bullet.
Oh,
And
no.
can we start there?
No, more guns.
Or are y'all too focused not passing our student loans?
No.
I don't know what the fuck is going on in Congress, but every goddamn day I think about what would have happened if them mofos on January 6th would have got on the fucking Congress floor. What would have happened? I just would have liked to see, because white people, when they shit is about to topple, because all this shit that they put in place to work for them, this whole system here, when their shit is not working right, that's what the fuck they do. They turn the fuck up and they rebel, and we have war, and we have all of these things. I wish y'all would have let them. And I just, as a black ass woman minding my goddamn business, would have liked to have known what would have went down on that floor.
Oh, it would have been some change around this place.
But in the meantime, I guess we got to just deal with thoughts and prayers out to another black mother.
More condolences.
Who will no longer be with her children because a racist woman that lives in Florida.
I just don't understand how our collective perspective could be that more guns are going to fix this. You say, oh, I need more guns just in case somebody come to my doorstep.
Yeah, because the good guy is going to take out the bad guy.
Yeah, every time.
Guns don't kill people.
People do.
Like, yeah.
So that's that on that. And once again, another mass shooting after a Virginia high school graduation. This is where we've gotten to.
Oh, yeah. And it sucks. Again, like I said, like, just talking about stuff like this, and this actually happened in my hometown of Richmond, Virginia. Yeah. And it's just a very, very sad situation where we have a graduate and a graduating class and an entire city there with family and friends and loved ones to celebrate something that is cause for a celebration. A graduation is shot up, and an 18-year-old is killed along with his father, who's only 36 years old, as well as another young girl getting hit by a car, but is okay as a result of running away from it. And people are sharing the trauma that they had of, hearing the gunshots go off. And it's ridiculous, once again, that this is just another day in the life of living in America, just another week. We'll talk about something next week, and nobody wants to really do anything about it. They just get to sit up in Congress, make all this money off of everybody, right? And just not pass no laws. And keep going about their day and worried about the LGBTQ and where they're peeing at, and, worried about women's ovaries and when they can get abortions, and just worried about what the kids is reading in school and shit. And we just supposed to act like gun violence out here ain't acting fucking crazy. I'm sorry. I know I hear about people going overseas and they be turning their nose up at Americans, but it is giving very ghetto.
No, it has been
barbaric.
More than 295 mass shootings in the United States alone since 2023 started. More than 295.
We haven't even been
we are barely 6 months in. Barely 6 months in. This is insane.
How many times a week do you think you hear about a gun being at a school, elementary school,
high school graduation? Who even cares what the circumstances was, right? Because there's a lot of rumors on the street or whatever about what the circumstances were of this shooting. But when does a high school graduation come off limits? When do we say these are not the places or the spaces where we're gonna do these things? You remember back in the day when you walked down the street, if a pastor walked down the street and there was drug deals or prostitution going on, everything stopped until that pastor got off of that block. Now we've got to the point where we don't even give a shit
about women, children, and that. The code is just gone.
It's just gone.
Ridiculous. And it's too damn easy to get a gun. It's
insane.
Easy. A lot of kids have them. 6-year-olds shooting their teachers and shit. What the fuck is all this?
I do have a feeling that things are gonna come to a head. I don't know why. I've just been feeling in my spirit that things are eventually, especially politically and in our government, are eventually going to come to a head. I don't know.
What is it gonna take?
I hate to utter the words overthrow or be that conspiracy theorist or that person.
Maybe they were trying to overthrow it on January 6th. Maybe that was they were. But it's so crazy to me because I often think about how it was in December because it had to be my birthday weekend type celebration. I was in Las Vegas, but I had to pause my drunken trip in Vegas to watch President at the time, Obama, cry about Sandy Hook.
Yeah.
He's talking about these children. I'm crying in my hotel room in Vegas with President Barack Obama at the time about Sandy Hook.
So we
That was
want to
years
remind
ago.
you
I
niggas.
was turning like 24 years old. Like, and since then, there's been so many other school shootings and mass shootings, and nothing has changed.
Done.
You know, the NRA is in control. The money that they have is enough, obviously, to keep Congress right where they are now, and it is very sad.
I wonder, do they believe in hell? Because I'd be like, it's crazy how y'all move, and don't believe in hell.
Off camera, I'll tell you something else.
Okay, but you know what I find
I think we can fix it.
Yeah, you know what I find the most interesting about all of this is that we've just become so desensitized to it that we move on to the next thing, and it's just, oh, like the next thing that happened. But when is human life gonna be like what's most important to us? When is keeping our children safe at the very bare minimum going to be what's most important to us? And I just hope that at some point we like can pull away from our jobs or pull away from the distractions, from the wildfires, from the wars, from all the things, and like really just tap into what's going on and just like actually love human life. Even if you're not loving anyone else's life, the fact that your life and like your children's life don't mean enough that like we actually do something about this is insane. I wish the white people would have gotten to that. Into that capital,
because they're the ones that gotta, you know, make some shakes for it to make change, because this system was never like built for us.
Because black people, we done did all we can do.
Yeah, it's never built for us, and we all know it would have been different outcome or repercussions if it was.
We got other issues.
People who was marching towards, you know,
we got other issues.
So it's like, we have to let them fight their fight because this is their system. But it's tough because anytime that we've tried to do things like maybe go to our own schools and have our own neighborhoods and things like that.
Oh, they burn it down.
It's always been.
They burn it down.
Burned down, or just, you know, we know how that goes. And they don't want y'all to know how that goes.
How I wish returning home was so simple.
It's unfortunate, but, you know, shout outs to the 804.
Yeah.
And
shout out to home, 2 up, 2 down. Even though I'm from the 7-5 and, you know, we like 804, we respect y'all because y'all like us though, but it's different places. But it's like at the end of the day, it's VA. So like, it's just, it is what it is.
Prayers is out. Listen.
Anywho, like, comment, and subscribe as always. Listen, shout out to the StreettzTV family.
StreettzTV fam, we love you. We mean it. And of course, we are here every Thursday at 10 p.m.
That's right.
Right here on ROKU on StreettzTV. And anything else you want to say to the people? Shaylin, y'all know y'all can follow her at I am Shay Parker.
Yes, and you can follow my best friend at Dominique the Diva, and follow us together at Diva Unfiltered.
We'll catch you next time. Love ya.
On the couch.
Mean it.
Peace.